Welcome back, Dungeoneers. It's Sunday afternoon, and that can only mean one thing. It's time to play Dungeons & Dragons. You're ear-watching Dice and Dungeons, and I'm here at the table with...
I'm David Wong. I play Nysa Tabaxi Bard. The normal one.
The normal one?
Yeah, the normal one.
Mm-hmm. I'm Nicole Bates. I play Sorian Sewell, the Changeling Druid. And Nicole Bates, not Soria, is currently dealing with allergies, so I'm sorry if my voice is a little funny today. Or I cough. I think in-game, though, Druidcraft can alleviate allergy symptoms.
Yeah, I think it can.
Can it cause them?
I guess if you want it to.
It is now the evilest spell. Just 24 hours of allergy symptoms.
Is there just groups of druids that make forests of allergen-causing trees to just
basically just like jerk druids? Yeah, why not?
I'm Greg. I'm playing Ulseth Ralph, who is a Furbolg fighter.
Were you attacked by a roaming gang of druids just trying to ruin your day?
And if you like roaming gangs of druids and allergy symptoms, well, then you might also like our Patreon. Patreon, of course, is where you can support us directly by giving us monthly donations. You can find our Patreon at patreon.com/Dice and Dungeons. If you do sign up to be a Patreon member, you will be given access to my mostly weekly synopsis of DM notes where I reflect on the old episodes and go through my notes of what the players were supposed to do, what actually happened, and then how stupid everything was.
We take it to 11.
You'll also get access
Sometimes
to campaign materials that I don't post publicly, and of course our video warm-ups, which are occasionally really funny. Mm-hmm. So, why don't you head over to patreon.com/Dice and Dungeons, and as Nines would say, give me money.
I'm surprised you got into your own intro.
Yeah, you never introduced yourself.
I don't even know who you are.
But I couldn't resist...
cutting in before anybody else did.
Yeah, because you usually do it, but your voice is
I
pretty
tried
loud.
to be respectful and let you introduce yourself first.
Yeah, but...
Unlike you.
I don't respect myself.
No. So do we have an ongoing sponsor you'd like to talk about?
No, I want to talk about me now. I'm Alexis Bates, your trusty dungeon mistress.
Who sponsors you?
Well, I'm sponsored by Geekified. Geekified, of course, is a tabletop gaming store in Vinton, Iowa that takes online and in-store orders for all of your tabletop role-playing game needs. They've recently switched all of their online business to a live auction system, which I've attended several times just to watch Andrew have a lot of fun interacting with people. It's a live stream auction that you can find out when they are going to be doing it over on their Facebook page, which is found on facebook.com/Geekified Vinton. And they just do, like I said, it's a live auction. You bid on single cards. Sometimes they've got some board games up there. Right, just about anything that he can move, he does it that way. And you get to interact with the people who are bidding. You get to earn points for basically like customer loyalty points while you're doing it. And get to interact with Andrew, who's a hoot. So head on over to their Facebook page, found at facebook.com/Geekified Vinton, and check them out. Thank you, Geekified, for the support, and remember, everybody, to support your local gaming store.
Does Geekified welcome sentient otters?
Of course. Geekified welcomes everybody.
Yay. Go there.
I'm going to hold him to that.
You want to hold? Oh, thank you.
I'll hold you. My whole personality changed! Oh my god!
And with that, Dungeoneers, let's roll. Last week on Dice and Dungeons, Midnight Brunch was given a very secretive assignment directly from Commodore Parrington of the Royal Glendrangan Navy, otherwise known as the Captain. They are to join a rescue mission being organized in Costeria by the Free States of Cormoran's government. They will make their way to Zizitstan to help alleviate the situation where a supposed natural disaster, of which Glendring is being blamed for, has occurred. We rejoin our heroes as they begin their final day in the city before they leave the following morning.
Since we are leaving the following morning, what shall we do today?
Well, we'll finish our breakfast that was ordered for us.
Yes.
We're staying out at the palace still.
Yeah, we're
right?
still there,
Yeah,
right?
Okay.
yeah, at the palace.
Did we get what we wanted for breakfast?
Yeah, what did you want? Why don't you tell people?
No, I'm just. Why should I tell them?
I'm not actually a precog in the game.
I've been telling everyone on YouTube you are.
Because
And no one listens to me on YouTube.
No.
That's because I turned off the comment section. I didn't. I just blocked you.
Oh. That explains why no one
I got
gets my cool zingers.
I got an extra large cinnamon roll, but with pecans in it.
So did I. Is yours as good as mine?
Oh, mine's better.
Joke's on you. I got a tiered cinnamon bun. So it's a large cinnamon bun and a smaller cinnamon bun and stacks on top of each
It
other.
would have been better if it was the other way around.
It starts at the bottom.
Yeah.
Well, you can't eat it that way.
No,
It just
it's
falls on
It's
you.
on a stick.
That's ridiculous. That's the silliest thing I've ever heard in my
So,
life.
how come the precog
Anyway, I pick
didn't
up my
bring
stick.
me a cinnamon roll that was better than Zoria's?
Because they knew that you'd actually get more joy of having a slightly less good cinnamon roll.
They were wrong. The precogs failed on the cinnamon roll test.
They knew
Good thing we're leaving.
They knew you were a selfless person compared to Soria, and when given the choice between a slightly better and a slightly worse cinnamon roll, you would have given Soria the slightly better one.
Well, I'll also have oatmeal with brown sugar and honey. I'm having a sweet breakfast today.
We're gonna be
Well, that's
burning lots of
coincidental
calories.
because
Hot
Helen is
chocolate?
also having a big bowl of oatmeal for
I
breakfast.
bet his is better. Theirs is better than mine, probably a little bit, right?
Well, that is up to you. They're having just like plain oatmeal.
Oh,
Wait,
No- no
plain?
sugar. Yeah,
No brown sugar?
no brown sugar.
No parsley.
Insight check.
No what?
Parsley?
No parsley. No, it's just
I'm suspicious. Now, who has oatmeal without brown sugar?
mine had also
mean-
cream on it.
whole one's just over there like eating a bowl of oatmeal.
Are they giving me, like, are they suspicious? Do I see the eyes darting back and forth?
No, they're just
So-
kind of like reading a magazine.
Not only are there precogs, but now there's symbiotes. Shapeshifters.
I got a 12 on my insight check.
I'm not sure what you're trying to insight
There
here.
has to be something wrong here.
There
There's
is.
got to be.
There is. If
No,
someone's eating
Holman
just
just
plain-
enjoys plain oatmeal.
How's the plain oatmeal, Holman?
No, good.
Why don't you put brown sugar in it?
No, like it like this.
No, you don't.
Conform.
They just look at you and like, what?
Nobody likes
I
it
take
plain.
my knife, I'm like, brown sugar.
Yeah. And move the bowl out of the way.
I chase. We're just going to
Yeah,
run
they're
around the room. Just,
throwing brown sugar
just
all
throwing
over the
brown
room.
sugar everywhere.
Do you want ants?
I'm
It's
not
like
going
getting
to be here tomorrow, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, fair. Do you want 4 mains?
I'd like more hot chocolate.
Well, that's very convenient because another cup of hot chocolate shows up.
Ah,
A cup or like the
yeah, why not
The
the
big
whole thing, though? That I could just keep pouring.
in some sort of whipped cream tube. Do they have tubes that whipped cream comes out of?
No, weirdly.
Wait, what?
Out of all the things that you could put in a tube, the whipped cream is not in a tube.
Oh,
They bring it on dish,
So while all
Isn't
this
he like-
chaos is happening,
plate it up.
while this chaos is happening, I put Dole's disc out and set it onto speaker mode. Nines is chasing Owen around, spraying sugar everywhere. Also,
my sugar!
grumbling about the quality of his
Cinnamon roll.
cinnamon roll.
I order another cinnamon roll.
I
I order a better cinnamon roll.
A very good cinnamon roll. As you're thinking of it, like a very good cinnamon roll comes rolling in.
don't know.
Rolling in.
Just like on its side.
Is it picking up lint and dust from the floor?
No,
Is
it's
it
picking up
rolling-
brown sugar.
And then it looks up at you and goes, "Hey, you gonna eat me?"
I'm delicious.
No, it's rolling in on a cart. Someone brings it in on a cart. It's rolling in.
Oh, that's
Oh, you didn't say that. Well, what
Is
what a
Volodymyr
witty
still
repartee
here?
that was.
I never leave. What do you want?
What are you having?
I don't know, a bit of everything. Volodymyr is going around eating a bit of your stuff, like on it.
That makes sense. I don't.
Hello, Soria.
Sorry about all the noise.
I've become used to it with your particular group.
Have you ever put brown sugar in your tasteless gruel?
No, that would defeat the purpose.
What about your oatmeal?
Yes.
Honey too?
Less often than the brown sugar, but yes.
Cream?
Occasionally.
What kind of nuts do you like? Pecans, walnuts, almonds?
It depends on my mood.
Oh, what nut mood are you in today?
Please tell me Dole has just like this mood chart behind him and there's like just various nuts on there.
Wait,
We don't have a visual.
you don't have
don't
a
have a visual.
visual communicator, but you know what? Sure. Dole has a little spinny wheel that he spins, and that tells him which nut he's in the mood for.
I
that
feel
day.
like he would have a stack of cards that he goes through to help him make choices. And like dining situations.
Oh,
Social
no,
dining
he uses the
situation.
cards to keep him focused when he needs to be polite.
Right.
Oh,
That's
but
what
with
he-
us that is not necessary.
To make choices, he prefers an element of randomness.
So, you
He
who
uses a
were,
little spinny wheel, and it wound up on Tersinian tree nuts.
Now, is there a spell of true randomness? Because there's always like some sort of little bias in these things. Is there a spell to make it truly random?
Oh, probably somewhere. Yeah.
We need to find the spell. There has to be someone who knows this knowledge, and probably in this very city, if we look in the phone book.
Did you need anything other than wishing to discuss my proclivities towards
well,
certain types of
We hadn't
nuts?
checked in since the incident in the sewers, really.
Yes, I became more aware of that than perhaps I would have wanted.
Yeah, sorry about that.
How do you like this kind of stuff?
I do enjoy that. However, I also enjoy maintaining my distance from leadership. And unfortunately, Ilsiran leadership has taken notice.
well, speaking of leadership, we are off to Kyrgyzstan. This is hard to say.
Zizitstan.
Kyrgyzstan, yes, where there was a natural disaster being blamed on plundering, but we are passing through Kosteria, being accompanied by arcane masters. Do you know anything about this that you could warn us about?
Are you coming with us?
I am not.
Can you come with us?
That is not to be my assignment.
Do you want to come with us if you could?
Yes.
Is there a way we can make it so? Is there like a pick an arcane master like pool that we can get into?
That's not quite how the order works.
A waiting list?
I would probably choke and choose Slytherin.
It's a deep cut.
Thanks.
Good memory.
You take notes.
And you punch birds.
So, you who are Dole, what is it that we should be most concerned about to the point of fearsomeness?
I'm confused by your question.
On this quest on which we are going, this mission, what should we be afraid of?
In Kosteria, you mean?
Yes.
I doubt there will be a great deal of incidents within the Costerian borders themselves.
Right, no combat. That'll be an easy level up.
Yeah.
I would be much more concerned about what awaits you when you arrive in the Free States.
Why, what's there?
Tabaxi.
The Free States are under a great deal of influence from the Corma Republic.
But I thought they were free.
They ostensibly are. However, I believe the Corma Republic wishes to change that.
Well, then
And
you
I
have to change the whole name. You have to change every map.
Yes, that would be a consequence. I also have reason to believe that forces within Costeria are, perhaps, influencing this,
The Tashiranan?
among others,
On which side?
helping the Cormarians.
Oh, but we should not be concerned about them when we're in Costeria, but we should be concerned about them after we cross the border.
I don't believe that within Costeria you should encounter a great deal of interference. There's too much activity within Costeria. It would raise far too many questions if something were to happen. Especially when you are traveling with, from what rumor has it, some sort of very important emissary.
The Badger?
We'll load him here.
Oh, my brother.
You can actually hear Dole's eyebrow raise.
What does that sound like?
Yeah, that.
That's a little squeaky.
Your brother.
Yeah, I could hear your eyebrows from here.
Yes, I'm a very reliable person. It is obvious why I was chosen as great emissary.
There, he's got this, I assume. Just like I'm great musician.
And
Yes, I
I'm,
have really found a calling in life.
and I'm
Yes.
great in general.
Sure, we can go with that.
And you're a great guy.
With a great sword.
And good personnel.
Thank you, Dole.
And Hilwin's there.
Woman's just like,
Can I?
Has a giant bowl of oatmeal.
He can make her.
Can I? What am I great at?
Eating clams and writing poetry.
Okay, I can be
Clam
a great,
poetry.
A great
It's like
poet
slam
then.
poetry, but
Be a
you know.
great poet.
Oh, and
Maybe
you're
I will
great
be
at
famous like you
sneaking
someday.
No, you'll never be
Picking
famous
locks.
like me.
and doing pretty much everything that we do, but better.
oh. Yeah, and apparently I'm really good at guitar now. Maybe. Or
No,
just
that
really
happens when you
like
just pick it up.
Yeah, apparently.
That's what they mean when they say go pick up guitar.
Yeah, you just pick it up and you're just really good at it.
That does seem to be how it worked. I'm really confused by that, by the way.
You shouldn't be.
Oh, okay.
It's divine magic.
Actually, that makes sense.
Wait, why do you get the good divine magic? I got turned into a badger.
Because the divine magic was used against you.
So, you who are a Dole,
It's unfair.
why might the Tashiranoon be helping the Como Republic? And what does that have to do with Fervin?
That remains to be seen. The Tashiranoon within Costerian politics are a virtual unknown. They remain generally cloistered to themselves, a fringe element within Costerian society. The Costerians choosing generally to be non-confrontational and somewhat isolationist. They tend not to poke their noses within the Tashiranoon's business.
Must we be concerned about the Forge again?
I think only you have to be worried about him.
I am worried about the Forge.
I would remain worried about any Tashiranoon presence.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
But as I said, I would think it highly unlikely that they strike against you inside Costeria. It would, as any, well, significant violent incident within the Costerian borders, require a substantial response from the government.
yeah. I'm trying to look through my list. Oh, yeah. There was one other thing I wanted to ask you about outside of the mission.
Yes.
I recently on the Magic Black Market purchased a Fey shard. It's described as a shard of the Fey realm.
I've never heard of such an object.
Now, I know it's not your specialty, but you do specialize in interdimensional ingressions. Is there anything any basic procedures I should be careful with something like this?
Avoid exerting great amounts of magical energy around it until more is known about the object.
Can I touch it against that fervent crystal we have?
That would be highly inadvisable.
Why? Should we do it like somewhere away from the city then?
I would never do that.
What happens if I do it though?
We're in the palace. This is the
Potentially.
safest place for something like that because they have protections.
Potentially something incredibly bad.
That would be very bad. Incredibly bad. That means we would not even believe how bad it was when it happened.
Yeah, so I don't even believe that it's bad. I think we should try it out.
Do you want to say hi to the Commodore, who I assume is listening into all the conversation that we're having right now?
I don't believe that would be prudent.
Oh, okay.
Is he in here?
No, but someone else is.
Oh.
Ooh, can I
I
perceive?
do apologize for this, but when you called, there was little avoiding. Excuse me.
Oh. Who are you?
You hear no response for a moment?
I assume the palace was listening into
Well, the walls are so
magical
thin.
communication.
Yeah, really thin walls.
Then a voice comes across. Well, hello, darlings. So good to see you all again.
Hi. Wait. Is this the one from the Arcane Master who came to see us after the sewer incident? That voice. Oh my god, I have to go through my notes.
Why don't you just remember everything, like me?
Are you the headmistress of the University of, like, Expanded Knowledge or something like that?
And not quite, love. But I do appreciate you remembering the voice. I, of course, am Madame Malsame, High Lady of the House of Discovery and Mage Premier of Ilsirin. So good to see you all again.
You can see us?
Oh yes, I've been scrying on you for quite some time.
Wait, from where?
Well, from my residence in Ilsirin, of course.
Have you been watching me shower?
No, I generally tend to avoid that behavior.
Well, that's great, because I wasn't showering. Why would a badger need to shower?
Or do you say you avoid the showering behavior of showering?
Oh no, one must keep oneself clean. In fact, that's sort of what I'm here to talk to you about.
Oh, we smell that bad.
Wait, so is Joel still there, or did you just, like, push him off a balcony and start talking to us?
Oh no, he's here listening. He has graciously agreed to make this meeting happen.
Oh.
How did he do that? We called him.
How
But-
could he possibly know we were going to call him?
We do it all the time.
But I do think perhaps a more comfortable meeting arrangement should be arranged, yes?
I'm always down for more comfort.
If you would be so kind as to touch the sending stone, all of you.
Why are you afraid? Throw caution into the wind.
Do we want Volodymyr in on this?
I'm always here. I do whatever you guys
He's
do.
already touching it!
When?
That's my rock now.
Oh, no, it's not.
It's our rock!
Owen,
Oh, yeah, this is good.
set down your oatmeal.
They touch the rock.
When they put the oatmeal down, my mage hand with the knife like circles around
Puts brown sugar in it.
and puts a little brown sugar in there. Do I have to roll for something for that?
No.
Everyone said, okay.
As you all touch the rock, you're instantly transported to your house.
Does it
I
look
thought
like...
that was getting vacation. I live here.
So is it all, like, decrepit still? Because it was like...
Yeah, it's still a little worn down, but you find that you're currently in your like front entryway, your foyer, and there's some nice chairs, and the fireplace is going.
Do we see any contractors walking around checking things, asking where the party is?
At this moment in time, no, but you do see plenty of signs of contract work beginning. There's scaffolding erected around the outside. There's quite a few workbenches around you.
Is there like somebody in charge who's there looking over the plans so he can make sure that it's being done the way we wanted?
There's no one but you here at the moment.
Oh, is there a trailer or like that mobile
Office?
I look out the window.
Field office?
No.
No,
The
it's
only
not.
thing I care about out the window is if they've installed our donkeys at the gate yet.
It looks like they're preparing the site for that.
Okay.
That is the most important thing.
So is the madam with us now?
You do see the striking
Or is
figure of
she
a
just-
gorgeous orc woman. So much less stuffy than that palace, where they're always spying on you and keeping an eye on everything. One wants to have a private word from time to time, of course.
It is less stuffy here because the windows are not yet installed.
That is a good point, that we should get one of those precogs installed into our house.
No.
He didn't bother to come along. Dole! As she calls for Dole, Dole appears in the corner of the room.
Hi,
In
Dol.
person?
Hi.
Let's all hug Dol.
Is his eyebrow still up from before?
No, it seems to have found its resting place again.
Wait, does it go down at like a slower speed? Like it can go up, but it can't like come down naturally, so it just goes.
It depends on like the shock and surprise of what caused the eyebrow to
Well,
raise.
I'll give Dol a hug.
He returns the hug.
Oh. I will give him a hug too.
You all apparently make a group hug?
Is it a group hug or just like one at a time?
one at-
Like we're
Oh,
being
you're just
polite?
doing one at a time?
Yeah.
We line up.
Okay, so you're doing the Midwest thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So we do that, and then I assume Zoria does it a second time.
And then I hug Ulseth. And then I hug Nines.
We just start hugging each other.
I hug Madame Mulsame.
She just kind of joins in. You notice that she's very cold
Oh.
when you hug her.
You're very cold.
Oh, well, yes.
Are you dead?
I don't like to consider it dead. Incredibly well preserved and still functioning.
You're in a post-life scenario.
Well put, yes.
Post-life crisis.
Not a crisis. Flourishing in a post-life.
As I approach my 3,000th year, I'm quite satisfied with my appearance.
What are you gonna do after 3,000? You gonna have a big party?
Why, yes, actually.
Are we invited?
Oh, that depends.
On what?
It's still 6 years from now. We'll have to see
Oh,
how
we'll
the
be
relationship
alive.
holds up.
Well, I'll be alive. I just kind of look at Olsef.
You are the only one who actually goes up front into the danger areas.
And I can run away. I have a cape that lets me run away from things.
But I can resurrect people.
Like once. You gonna use it on Olsef? You've only known him for years at this point.
It's like 6 months. Anyway.
Huh. Well,
So, did you
it is
wanna-
great entertainment. It's discussing
us-
whether or not we will be dead and you will do something
I think she
about
wants
it.
to hire us to be double agents.
Triple.
Oh, double agent makes it sound so dirty.
We like it. I couldn't help.
And
we-
scene.
Boy, we have no alliances anywhere.
Nines, who was once not a badger, committed big boy crimes.
I don't really want to call it a double agent. I just want a little bit more information than, well, people are giving me. The royal family has this old grudge against me.
Why? What'd you do?
Just because I wanted to borrow one of the dragon eggs for some time. I was going to give it back, and they had to take it from me. They've held a grudge ever since. You would think that after 2,700 years, they'd stop. But no. Dragons and dwarves and Glindring in general, always holding a grudge. Just a little science experiment.
Nothing wrong with science.
And especially 2,700 years ago.
No.
Really science back then? We call
I
something
don't know. What was it then?
witchcraft.
I
Fake
have
witchcraft.
Yes?
heard some very unfortunate news that it seems little old Glindring was doing experiments that it shouldn't have. Is that true?
Experiments with what?
Some sort of long-range fervent energy weapons.
Oh, yeah, no, that's a Cormorant, I'm pretty sure.
I had my suspicions. The Cormarians are oh so unreliable with their facts and news. So, my instincts tell me that they mean to start yet another war with Glindring, which will no doubt end in disaster. War isn't good for my business.
What is your business?
Well, let's best describe it as, image. I deal in tonics, boosters, sometimes suppressors, all sorts of potions.
Do you have something that can turn me back into a tabaxi?
I don't have anything that can break magic that powerful.
Well, do you have any point me in the right direction?
Not for what ails you. Now, if you'd been cursed into a balding badger, I have some hair tonics that could probably cure that. Or,
Do you still have some extra hair tonic?
Why, yes, you can pick it up at almost any store, especially in Costeria.
Oh, so you're not giving it away. You do wholesale to retail establishments.
Exactly.
Do you have samples for us?
Yes, we'll take all the free
course.
samples.
I have several hair tonic samples. She hands like 3 tiny little tinctures to you.
Do I drink this or just supply it to the affected
It's in a
area?
bottle, you drink it.
Insight check.
You put it directly on your forehead.
And you get a hairy forehead?
It knows where to act. If you get that joke, you should really spend less time on the internet.
Do you have anything for his skin that's constantly changing and shifting?
Well, only if it's been cursed to do that.
Oh, okay, not naturally.
No. I don't have anything that interrupts a natural process like that.
So
Nor should I want to ever have something like that. Are any of you in need of a little boost to your stamina, perhaps? Or perhaps you wish to tone it down, maybe.
What you like a constitution?
Never mind. Needless to say,
Oh.
Well, I'll take whatever you're selling. It sounds interesting.
What happens if you mix the two?
not much, actually.
No. So do you have any that maybe provide a lot of healing if one is wounded, or restoration or protection from magical spells, or
That's never
extra
been my
armor,
brand, darling.
or you just do like superficial cosmetic things?
Well, some people may call me an influencer. It
I would
becomes
never do
quite an
that.
easy profession to have when essentially you live forever. So, I have a brand of personal beauty and care products. War isn't good for personal beauty and hair care, especially. No one seems to care about how they look and how they feel in certain ways, so long as they're not dying when they're going to war. War distracts them from the things that I want them to care about. Call me selfish and vain, but
You're selfish and vain.
I would rather avoid bloodshed.
So what is it you want us to do?
That. I don't know what
You want
your
us to sell beauty products?
No.
Fine, I'll do it.
I have many other people. The distributors, the sub-distributors, all sorts of independent business owners. If you get that joke, you probably live in West Michigan.
So is there a reason Malsame rhymes with Mary?
No.
Okay.
No, that's coincidental.
Okay.
So, what is it that you want us to do? It is not at all clear.
I have, heard rumors that you're potentially there to ignite further warfare or see this come to an end quicker. I want you to do your best to placate people. Make sure that this doesn't go any further.
Boy, people put a lot of faith in us.
Well, as I've heard it, the Glendrangan Royals see that you and your compatriots are surely fit to lead this expedition. So, as far as I can tell, there's no one better to help ensure that war doesn't break out.
So you want us to make peace instead of having the war happen.
Or at least ensure that who's ever trying to start a war is hampered in all their efforts.
What do we get out of it?
Well,
What do we get out of peace?
I mean, I'm definitely all for it.
If this is a job, we should be paid.
Well, we are getting paid for it.
Not this one.
Isn't it some of your code kind of wants you to do?
Do we have to report extra information to you? I don't like.
I'll have Dole check in from time to time. Won't you, darling? Yes.
So is there a stipend to cover
Any
expenses?
of those products, though?
Dole doesn't use any of my products. Not that he needs it. She winks at him. Dole does not respond.
You don't need it, don't.
Thank you, Soria.
Does it smell like Dole uses product?
No.
What if I get really uncomfortably close and smell?
Probably
I mean,
ink and parchment.
Probably mostly smells like ink and parchment and maybe like a mild perfumed scent from like some deodorant.
And tasteless paste.
He doesn't use unscented deodorant.
You gotta
There
live
is a little bit.
somewhere.
Andy. Okay. Okay.
He's
we're
not
learning a lot
on
about
feeling.
Dole. So.
Obviously, you'll gain my favor, but
What can we use? What can we redeem that for?
all sorts of things.
What would I want?
Knowing your history, probably to get out of prison.
You are not in prison.
Do we gain
At
one?
the moment, but all of you have already been there at least once.
Would we gain one favor for the group or one favor each?
Depends on how big the favors are.
We do a lot of small favors.
So we get like 100 like favor units.
That we need to
And
somehow
like we
divide
could
up
spend
among
them
us.
on like a 90 unit favor. Or even
Do you have
like,
weekly sales on like favors? Maybe like some sort of battle pass of favor.
Not quite, darling, but that's not a bad idea.
Favors as a service.
A subscription model where people can get favors from me? That's a market ripe for the taking. Thanks for the idea. I won't credit you. Now,
I deserve some favors for that.
Oh,
I
yes.
hand a punch card of favors that I want refilled.
she just chuckles wryly.
So I don't get any favors for that.
And if you're successful in staving it off, I can sweeten your payment.
That means honey.
Or brown sugar.
money's worth a lot to the
Money's worth a lot to people who has goods and services.
honey.
So
is
which
worth a lot. to
which payment
Tommy.
are you going to sweeten?
I can provide you with magical artifacts, gold,
Dole.
real estate, I could even get you
I don't think she can get us
Costerian
stolen.
citizenship if you really wanted.
What do we do with that?
Costerian? I thought you were an Ilsiran.
I am Ilsiran. Ilsiran citizenship is not hard to obtain at all. You simply show up and say that you want it.
Oh, really?
Well, we can do that.
If
We're
we are
good at
ever
just
there,
showing
let us
up and
do that.
demanding things.
We have the philosophy here that anyone should be able to belong to our society.
Oh, do we go to City Hall and get that?
Costeria, as you well know, is a bit more persnickety about letting anybody in. At least as a citizen.
She might be able to get you more information about. Wasn't there like a third person with Rimarden and Tashir?
Yes, there was a third person.
What was their name?
I would have to find it.
Well, I don't see any downsides to this deal.
I
Are
promise
there any
I'll keep-
downsides?
I promise I'll keep your involvement quiet.
Iltaro. Iltaro. There was a third person named Iltaro.
Yelantaro.
Oh, okay. Are you gonna ask about that?
Well, I don't know if we are getting favors already.
She's 3,000 years old.
Well, then you might remember the threesome of Rimarden, Tashir, and Iltaro.
Yes, what about them?
Oh, who was Iltaro and what role did they play?
What was his tragic backstory?
Yantaro was, well, as best as I can remember, one of Ramarden's close friends.
Not so much Tashir's friend?
Well, they always tended to butt heads. All three of them, of course, would occasionally drive the other two nuts, but there was more tension between Imtaro and Tashir. They never quite got along. Rimarden, of course, was always the peacemaker between them.
Did any of them use your products?
Did they use my products? No, I was not in the business at that point. I was still a young adventurer when I met them. I hadn't yet started my line of business. I was wandering the world looking for powerful magical artifacts. Of course, I was able to find them, as well as the spell that gave me my current state.
So, since you know of Iltaro, we had learned that Iltaro was very important in starting the School of Three Hands, but all of the references to the School of Three Hands mention only Tashir and Rimarden. Why is Iltaro not mentioned?
Oh, well, I'm sure that had something to do with Tashir. Tashir was always bitter, held a grudge. And, of course, Iltaro had quite the falling out. Blamed Tashir for Rimarden's death.
Oh, do tell that story.
Was
I had heard that Rimarden went to live happily with the centaurs.
Well, that's what people last heard. But there was a bit of a question mark around that. You see, no one could ever find Rimarden. She disappeared. The centaurs had not seen her after she left the school to live with them. Tashir said that Rimarden must have had something tragic happen to her on the way. And Iltaro didn't buy that for 1 second. To be completely frank, I don't think most people did. Rimarden was one of the greatest warriors in the world. What could have happened to her? Traveling well-known sand dunes. She'd spent dozens and dozens of years crisscrossing those deserts. She knew them well. And Iltaro said that Tashir probably had something to do with their disappearance.
So it is that Rimarden never made it to the centaurs?
Yes. Iltaro was easy enough for Tashir to erase from most of the history books. Iltaro acted behind the scenes, a support character to both Rimarden and Tashir. making sure all of the T's were crossed and I's dotted, as it were. The two of them wouldn't have been able to pull much of anything together without Tara's presence. At least as far as I could figure. I can't say I knew any of them very well. I'm passing acquaintances at some parties and galas. Martin notoriously left them early.
So, did Martin, in fact, create an order? Because I had been trained by someone who was from the Order of Remartin.
There's been rumors for quite a few years that there's a faction among the Tashira Noon that pass knowledge between themselves.
So the Order of Remartin is part of the Tashira Noon?
Like a secret sect.
It's sort of a... If you were at least the Tashira Noon, I believe they would look upon this order more of like a cancer than any sort of beneficial sect.
A heretical sect.
Your acquaintance, whatever they were, would have perhaps been part of that.
Ah, well, there are several other questions I may ask.
Then we'll consider this a bit of a down payment on your
Okay.
activity.
But we're already using our favors.
So, Lon Thiran, who was my teacher and mentor, was a member of the Order of Remartin, said that his mission was to slay the beast. Do you know what that may be?
Well, if he was an order of Remartin, and the rumors that I've heard are true, assuming all that, well, my guess is that he probably wants you to bring down the Tashira Noon.
That the Tashira Noon themselves, the entire Order of Tashira Noon is the beast?
That would be quite a beast.
Very well could be. Can't say for sure. I don't have him in front of me to ask. If you happen to have his body laying around somewhere, then I could ask him, see what he meant. You don't happen to have his body, do you?
We checked our
No.
bodies we
Buried
currently
it in
have in
the
the bag.
woods.
No, I do not have the body. So,
That's a shame.
Wait, do we currently have a body in one of our bags? Or do we finally get rid of all of
I
them?
think we've got
We're body free right
So-
now.
We
One thing-
better replace. We have a body-shaped hole in our bags right now.
When Lon Thiran was killed by what I thought was the beast, but was not, he said to me, Gras dun Balim. Does that mean anything to you?
I can't say that I'm very up on my ancient Costerian, but I'm sure you've been provided with some translations. What have they all said? Perhaps I can help infer its meaning.
That is like the great evil, the great darkness, the darkness among us. It all had to do with bad things, but it was not very specific about whether it was like part of us or part of people or something external.
Or internal.
Yes.
Perhaps it's a warning for what is coming due now.
It could be the name of the plan to take over the free states that they're doing right now, like the grand plan of the Tashira Noon. Let me get my board out with my string.
Not the board again.
So it was a description or a warning?
It could be. The phrase is nebulous. Ancient Costerian was famously hard to pin down.
What would be your translation?
Something along the lines of all those. Basically, a darkness among us. Or perhaps, if you tried to interpret it more contemporarily, it may carry the meaning the darkness controls.
The darkness controls?
Yes. Or perhaps control from the darkness? Something like that.
Shadow government.
There's been so many helpful grammatical structures created since that language was last spoken.
Hopefully it does not have to do with a murder cult.
Yes, I heard about that in more detail since we last spoke. It sounds positively horrible.
There seem to be 4 of them.
I don't know what exactly they're all on about, but based on the behaviors that someone described to me, it seems that at least a couple of their members were captured and interrogated by the Royal Guards after you took out the home of their sect. They're quite fanatical. And based on the information I had, it sounds like they'd been touched by some sort of outside force. Something that we've never seen before. Quite disturbing when you think about it. And also exciting.
Well, we apparently have met the Nagata, which was actually a real murder cult, and Entrop, which claims to be a cult of order, but was also a murder cult. We have not yet met what? Protar and Unthalp. Do you know
but
what
they're
those
murder
might
cults
be?
too.
I've not yet heard of any activity around those names, but it seems inevitable that we'll have to deal with these forces at some point.
Well, we have dealt with them twice.
Is there anything else I can help you with, darlings?
Do you have anything for bullet scales?
Bullet specifically? No, but I have some things that may help their complexion. Now, what were you hoping to achieve?
Luster.
Here. She pulls out a slightly larger tincture. Try that. Several drops on their food. Twice a day. It's a dietary supplement.
Emphasis on the dye part.
What'd you say?
Emphasis on the dye part.
No.
Is there... So we just communicate to you through Golem?
Oh, no. No. We need something far more secure than that.
Oh, what could be more secure than that?
Dole's the most secure person I know.
Yes.
Well, you have this lovely home here.
Well, it is under construction.
Yes, it will finish soon. And there will be all sorts of enchantments placed upon it, I hear. Including several that I've taken the liberty of adding myself.
This doesn't count as our favors, right?
No, it's to facilitate our arrangement. We can't have any prying eyes or ears on our goings-on.
As she says that, I look at our window. It's our neighbor, just kind of like peering in.
They're really pissed off.
The one with the donkeys?
Yes. Who doesn't have the biggest donkeys anymore? We have the biggest pair of donkeys. Well,
Is
we
she,
will.
she's not peering in right now?
But was she at one point?
Oh, I mean, you're fairly certain that she's looking over here, very angry that there's construction going on.
Oh, 24/7 too. Like
Very noisy.
Also,
Yeah.
she lost her legal case.
Well, she lost her legal case. The place is being fixed up, which is what she didn't want you guys to do, because she wanted to take the property. And now for roughly 8 hours a day, there's construction going on, but only during like typical working hours. And
she
never-
doesn't have anywhere to be during those kind of hours.
No, she doesn't. So she's incredibly irritated by the perfectly reasonable construction going on across the street.
We definitely better get on the HSA board.
The HSA board.
I-
Not the HOA.
No, let's go with the first one. It's some sort of magical equivalent.
Yeah.
I haven't come up with the words for
No.
yet.
The
No,
Health
don't.
Savings Association.
Yeah, they
How-
obviously hang out at our. They do all the zoning for this area.
Here's a secret association.
Yes, it's a secret association of homeowners.
Homeowners Secret Association. Now,
Have-
you definitely belong to the Homeowners Secret Association.
Have some anchovies.
So do we have to sign anything in blood, anything like that?
What's with you in blood?
I like blood.
No, there's just some extra security enchantments to keep prying eyes away. I'm sure that you'll appreciate them in time.
What happens to their eyes after they tried to pry?
Oh, nothing. They just won't be able to.
Like, do they lose their eyes, or does it like they just see darkness? What?
No, the best part is they think that they're spying on this, but they end up seeing nothing but normal behavior.
That is the most suspicious thing you could see looking into our house. It's just normal
There's no
behavior.
behavior.
Well, normal for you.
Oh, so there's just
I
gonna be
made
like,
you a reasonable amount of pancakes.
oh, 3, my favorite number of pancakes.
So, how is it that we are to communicate with you?
Well, you'll meet here whenever I need you.
We will just,
Oh, you'll just teleport
you'll
us up.
just zap us back here,
Well, you'll have that capability yourselves.
and then can we go back to where we were?
Would you mind, Soria, just turning around for a moment?
Oh, sure.
You feel her trace some sort of rune on your cloak. There, that's better.
She ruined your cloak.
That's what you got out
Is
of
my
that.
giant fist still in here?
You'll find that you have access to your home through your tent.
That's convenient. It's like a fast travel point.
Just don't try to leave the home.
Is there like a duration on this, like 1 year?
It's a permanent enchantment.
What happens if we leave the home?
Well, nothing really bad, but it's very disorienting to walk out your front door to where you can see into the streets, but as you leave it, it will simply walk you out the front of the tent. It usually causes people to throw up violently.
What happens if we're in the house and someone takes our tent down?
Well, then you'll simply be popped out of wherever the cloak is.
What if we set the tent up inside the house and then try to leave the house?
It will set up a loop.
Oh,
It could throw you for a loop.
that's pretty good.
We're gonna try that.
If you wish, but take my warning. You'll probably just end up throwing up a lot.
That's all right. I have a bag that does that for me.
Interesting. That one has some attitude. How quaint.
Everything I have is personality.
I don't
It is-
think you'll be able to fix that bag, by the way.
What is not broken?
Well, I'm glad you see it that way. I think it likes you a bit more now.
So the bag remembers this conversation.
The bag is listening to the conversation.
The bag's listening all the time.
Like, the bag is
Always.
partially sentient.
What part? Like the string?
You don't need to worry about it.
Don't think too hard about it.
Okay.
Okay.
I accept this reality.
So remember, try to keep the fighting to a minimum. Don't let war break out. At least if you can at all help it. And my last warning, if there is war to break out, I want you to make sure that any arms from Xantaril armaments are sabotaged.
And where is this place?
Oh, you won't be able to touch him personally.
Is this another Ilsiran?
Yes, he's irritatingly close, in fact, next door to me. He built this atrocious mansion.
Do we get bonus points if we prevent war and also sabotage it?
Well, I don't want to draw undue attention, so no.
What
Don't sabotage his arms, unless it becomes absolutely necessary. But then I want to do everything we have to make sure that he looks stupid.
How much collateral damage is acceptable to cover that we're destroying Xantaril arms things?
Well, so long as there's no innocent people.
Is anyone really innocent?
Anyone who isn't directly trying to start war, as far as I'm concerned, is innocent. And customers.
Oh, what if there are evil customers who are fomenting war? Does being a customer,
Sorry,
you know...
this is the perfect person to ask. Why don't you see if she can update your headshots to make them look a little fancier?
Oh,
But they're already taken. Can you improve in perfection already?
What are you looking for me to do?
Well, I have these photos of me.
These headshots.
I give the binder. I get a binder full of
folio? A
lines.
folio.
No, you don't. Holwyn, as your manager, apparently now does. Here, this is what I have to work with. It's
Why did you say it like that? You should be like, wow, this is what I have to work with. Look how great my client is.
Why do half of them have a fritter in it?
Because I was hungry. Have you ever had your picture taken several thousand times in a few moments?
It was 6 times.
Yes, and I was hungry 5 of them.
Yeah, I know. We fed you beforehand, and you still ate the fritter.
Well, I have a knife that makes things, not fritters. I just have that in my pocket.
We took 200 shots. You were eating in 198 of them, and the 2 that you weren't, only 1 of them were you looking at the camera.
Why did you book us when I was hungry?
Because you're always hungry.
Why didn't you account for that? You're my manager. You know me better than anyone. Even my own brother.
Holwyn and Malsame are just looking at each other like, I don't know what to do with this.
Oh, can you edit the fritter out? Can you make it a prominent character in my story?
Fine. I'll improve this.
Now there's 2 fritters.
2 favors.
She sort of closes her
Her
eyes.
face swaps to fritter in my face.
At least they appear to be mostly closed. They're sort of flickering on the edge. She's focusing on something as she moves her hands around over the stack of photos.
Folio.
What?
Folio.
Sure. Whatever you want to describe it as. She moves her hand over the photos and mutters a couple of words you can't quite make out under her breath.
I get comfortably close to see if I can figure out the words.
As she snaps out of her concentration, you can't understand that. I'm not even making you roll. You have no idea what she's saying.
All right. Fair enough.
She hands back the photos to Holwyn. Wow. Those look pretty good. Consider it a favor.
You used up a favor point.
Yes, I get one now.
No, not one of them. This was easy enough.
Yes, so you have beautiful clay to work with. Of course it didn't take much effort.
I can't, in good conscience, let you spend one of those favors on this. So here you go. They're improved. It looks like the fritter's gone, and now you're actually like striking a pose in each photo, and most of them even feature like musical instruments or perhaps a microphone.
Famously known for singing.
And now you can call them headshots +1.
My name for my memoirs.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Oh, one more question.
Yes.
We may access the house through the tent in order to meet you here in security, but how do we know when we are supposed to do that?
Well, I'll know when you're here, and when I need you, I'll simply appear.
Can't
So-
you just give us a fancy little bell that makes a different noise every time you need to get our attention?
Oh, that'd be far too simple, darling. It's much more exciting when I show up when you don't expect it.
That's
But
true.
now I'm always going to expect you.
All the better.
She's always on your mind now.
No,
You cannot forget it.
I never forget that.
No.
Thank you all for your attention. I'll return us to where we were. She snaps her fingers, and you're back in the palace. She's gone, and Dole is now sitting on top of a rocking horse.
Where'd the rocking horse come from? Was there always a rocking horse in here?
Why is Dole sitting on a rocking horse?
Madame Malsame has a unique sense of humor.
That is not funny.
This is a little funny.
Yeah, it is not funny.
How fast are you? What's the name of the horse?
Wet Jim.
It's awfully dry for a wet gym.
Penny.
Oh, wow.
I get it.
Regional humor.
I put a bronze coin inside of it.
not a copper.
Whatever. I make a bronze one. I forge a coin out of all the bronze we have.
You put a copper coin in
I put a
penny.
copper coin in it because I realize I don't have any bronze.
No.
It's rocking back and forth, and now little lights come on. Enjoy.
What time is it?
It's a little before 10.
We must go.
We gotta get going.
Yeah,
the
we need to
crest.
get lunch.
I have an appointment, though, to talk about this Fey shard.
Dole's getting off the horse.
Wait, is it still moving though?
Yeah.
I
Does
get
the
on
horse
it.
stay there?
What?
Does the horse stay there?
Yeah.
Okay, it wasn't like an illusionary horse. It's really there. We now have a penny horse.
I'll set up my tent. You can shove it inside.
No, we need to take that horse.
Okay.
All right,
we get-
shove
you
it in.
Are you still on it?
Are you pushing it?
Yeah.
Then yes, I'm still on it. Faster, Ulsa! Faster!
Okay, I push it into the.
Fortunately, it's on a stand with like little wheels.
Doesn't
That's
sound
very
very
helpful.
stable. Get it? Because it's a horse.
Push it in.
Do you get it?
I get
Do
it.
you get it?
I get it.
We
Because
got-
it's a horse?
Did we
I
get
get
the
it.
horse?
And horses go in stables?
I don't get it.
Oh, well, I lost you. Well, I think we should try the teleport thingy.
How about we go to my meeting?
We need to go to the.
Fine,
to
we go to the
car-
meeting.
I am sorry about Melsame's involvement.
Oh, it's fine. We aren't involved in trying to start a war anyway, so...
For your benefit, keep her involvement away from any Glendragon contacts. She is correct that they still hold a deep grudge.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's okay. We will do what we were planning to do anyway and get some extra favors out of it.
I'm glad that it inconveniences you as little as possible. If you'll excuse me, I need to get back to my experiments.
Alright, bye, doll. We'll give him goodbye hugs. And then we'll talk at the entryway for about 5 minutes.
We need to go.
And then you go out the other door. And then you'll see.
And then we run to the crest garb.
All right, Dole teleports out from the palace. You will make your way down to the Crass Carp, which will take about 15 minutes to get down there
Oh, I
as
hope we are not late.
we step away for a break. It's a real-time break right now in the game.
So
Yeah.
we'll just finished walking.
Exactly. It's very conveniently placed. See y'all in a minute. Bye. Dungeoneers. We returned from break, and as we come back, the adventuring party of Midnight Brunch finds himself outside the Crass Carp, having wandered their way there and picked up some shaved ice on the way.
Ooh, what flavor did we get? What flavors were available? I guess is about
they had lemon, tutti frutti, watermelon.
Wait, tutti frutti is a flavor in this world?
Hell yeah.
Blue raspberry.
I got breakfast.
Absolutely.
Always have to have blue raspberry. That's
and
stingy.
breakfast, yes.
Just table the breakfast?
Yes. Yeah.
Condensed milk, shaved ice,
I got a half
maple syrup,
half lemon, half watermelon.
and an egg.
That's always good. I actually like that combo.
Well, I get half lemon, half breakfast.
Okay. Yeah, it's citrus and then breakfast. It's, you know.
Is the breakfast like a different consistency than the rest of
No,
it?
no, it's shaved ice with it tastes like breakfast.
That's a broad category.
Is there?
That's
Or just
themes
describe
of
what's in
restaurants.
it.
So
It's condensed milk on the bottom, shaved ice to make up the body, maple syrup to go on it.
yes, all my breakfast food has maple syrup.
And then it's like a pancake.
So is there time to
Yes, with
digress
ice on it.
into the speculation once of creating a shave ice restaurant?
No, because we're going in.
You don't shave rice
No,
restaurant.
no.
You do it in the back of a van.
A shaved rice restaurant.
Shaved rice,
Shaved
yes.
rice.
I like the.
Yeah.
This is the shaved rice.
Rice
Little, like
dust.
very
Are you
fine,
right?
like,
Rice dust in the bottom of your.
Do you like rice but find their length disgusting?
Yes.
Get
I like the idea that there's just a wizard that just has a grain of rice and just made it way too big. So he just has to shave it down. Just like,
The
But
rice
instead of like
wizard
very
instead
fine
of a
little
wheat
rice,
wizard?
like a little teeny rice, right? It's just one massive, giant, like 4 feet long.
Well,
like,
if there's a wheat
it's
wizard,
like-
there's probably a rice wizard, a barley wizard.
Well, there's a wheat wizard, there's a rice sorcerer, and there's a barley warlock.
A barlock.
A barlock.
so.
wait, but could you like do like ear length corn? Like they come in husk and just crawl in like stalks?
So there's like a corn druid.
Yeah, then he's just like, this corn is now rice.
And I never really got a chance to talk about the Shave Ice restaurant.
Yeah, who runs it? What's his name?
Is Fodari here?
I go into the rest. I go
Like,
as
it's
a
a
bar.
tavern.
Yeah, I go into the tavern with my.
Right.
Wait, hold
Yeah, go in
on.
as well.
Is there no outside food sign on there?
Sort of.
What do you mean, sort of?
There's not much of it left.
But you do see clearly says no outside food, or does it say outside food? And
It just says like no food.
just
And it looks like there's space for outside, but all that's left of it just says no food.
Let's go in and get no food.
I want the food though. Let's go somewhere else.
I literally know that they have food here.
I go in.
Well, I didn't read the sign before. Maybe it's new.
I go in.
Know.
I go in as well.
It's a shiny, weathered, broken sign.
Fodari is behind the counter.
Artemore comes in
Fodari.
as well.
Oh, hey guys.
Is it okay for me to bring this shaved ice in here?
Yeah, whatever.
How's therapy?
Oh, bad. But also good, but bad. Yeah.
Glad you got out of the sewer.
Yeah, me too.
It's better not in the sewer.
Yeah, well, I hear there's not much sewer left.
What was your favorite part about the sewer?
Finding my friend?
What was your favorite part about the sewer itself?
Stinky.
Yeah, probably stinky.
That's fair. I think it was very nice. I wonder how he's doing.
He's fine.
Can we have an off-screen like
Cutaway.
scene cutaway to like see how
Stinky
Stinky's
going,
doing?
That's it. Stinky's basically doing the little Kermit arms. Yay!
Okay, we smash back to
I
our.
feel better now.
Yeah, smash cut back to us.
So you are Zoria.
Yes.
You have business here, do you not?
Yes, I'm trying to get to it.
Oh. I was helping with the
can't.
transition back to it.
I can't talk as forcefully as normal because I'm so emotional.
Great cover.
I mean, you get this face shard. You're super invested in it. It's bringing up like
Yeah.
memories.
So you who are
Those
Fodari,
aren't tears. You just took shaved ice and just covered your face in it.
you who are
It's
Fodari,
like breakfast.
you have fresh fries today?
Oh, yeah, for you guys? Sure.
Oh yes.
Wait, what color is the breakfast shaved ice?
Beige.
Beige?
What
Just like egg yolk?
Yes. so Fodari goes in the back and starts making some fries for you guys.
This will give Zoria time to recover.
Just drink something.
I have a magical throat rock in my mouth right now. Of an unnamed brand. Okay.
I feel really sorry for you. You've been struggling this week with your throat.
I look around the inn tavern for anyone who looks suspicious.
Yeah, do we see the Thieves Guild here?
No, I mean, you see a couple of customers that you've seen before in here, and then there's like one dude in a cloak, like you can't see his face, sitting in the darkest corner of the tavern.
Is it the same guy that we saw on the boat?
On the boat?
Yeah, we saw
Oh, no,
like
no,
the one with the super tragic backstory.
no, you can't tell who this guy is.
Do you think it might be his brother?
Like super cloaked, like almost just like in just like almost completely covered in like a blanket, basically. Like this is the most cloaked figure.
This
so
individual is so fascinating. Nines is drawn to him.
I trip Nines.
I'm already very close to the ground because that's how I walk now. So either I don't get tripped or I get tripped twice.
Like Surya puts her foot down in front of you, and you're like, but you're four-legged, and it doesn't really bother you.
I just like pop up, just like I just get over the table, right? Like,
Well, yeah, it was like kind of standing on your hind legs. You're about 4 feet, so you know, a few inches.
I would like to slide into the booth table.
You do that.
excuse me, what's your tragic backstory?
Who are you?
I'm a badger. We do music and stuff. My tragic backstory is I was cursed because I used to be a tabaxi. I still am, but now I show up as a badger.
That's weird.
It is weird and tragic.
I'm waiting for someone. Go away.
Who are you waiting for?
I'm supposed to be meeting someone. Doesn't matter to you. Now go away.
It might matter me. I know someone who's also looking for someone.
Who are you?
My name is Sorry. Are you T?
Yes.
Do you know the captain?
Maybe.
I slide 2 gold across the table.
What are you here to meet about?
A shard.
Sorry, I don't know anything about that.
Insight
And
check.
he tries to like get away.
But
Oh,
I grab him. I hold him in place.
It's not very strong. I'm not even making you roll for this one.
Well, I'll roll for it anyway. I might get a 2.
oh no! Stop.
Please don't.
Please don't.
I'm trying my best.
As you grab him and kind of pin him, his hood falls down, and it's Sven.
His name is
It's the guy
Sven.
that you bought it from.
Oh God, it's the foot guy.
I thought he lived in his shop.
Hi.
Hello.
It's nice to see you here.
We have ordered some fries. Would you like some?
So you're my contact from the captain?
Yes.
Why were you trying to run away from us? Is it because we already know who you are?
No.
Then why?
You guys are pretty thick.
Yes. It's.
I sold you the thing, and now I'm being paid to give you information about the thing that I told you I didn't know anything about before.
Oh, then why did they send you?
But do you know anything about it?
Maybe you learned something in the last 24 hours.
Oh, God, yes.
That could be possible.
Yeah.
I'm playing both sides. I sold you it, and now I'm getting you to pay me for information about the thing
No,
I
the
sold
captain's paying you. We're not paying for this part.
you. Oh, then fine. I'm not worried anymore.
Why not?
Oh, because you said that's fine. And
And
someone
you
else is
believe
paying
us?
for it. Oh, sure. Why not? I'm gullible.
Really, so am I. High five.
Slap
Slap of what?
his hand.
Oh.
And your little badger paw.
So,
Well,
what is it?
Oh. Okay, you sure you want to know? Because it's kind of like,
Terrifying?
yeah,
World
but,
ending?
well, depends on how you use it.
Catastrophic?
Definitely that.
Is it the horn of the eight-eyed wonder beast?
No. No, that's currently in Tercine.
Oh, is
Yes.
Is it one of the lost gems of the lost king of the Underfae?
No, I think some, like, sapphire dragon has that right now.
All of it?
Well, at least a couple.
Oh.
No, yours is way more weird than that.
Oh.
If this
Yours
guy
is a
thinks it's
fervent
weird.
crystal.
The shards of fervent crystal?
Yeah.
Like-
Imbued with fey power.
Man, we keep getting weird ones. It's like we're the main characters of this world.
That is very interesting. In all of
Is
my
it-
studies about fervent tech, I have never heard of that.
That's because it was created in an accident.
I was created in an accident.
Were you?
No, I came from a loving family.
Lucky you.
Is that shard native to the Feywild, and it's like an ultra rare fervent crystal that generated in the Feywild?
No, it was here. It was touched by fey energy.
Is that what happened to fervent?
Don't know. All I know is this was found way north.
Ah,
How far north?
Somewhere near the border into the Fervent Wilds.
Oh, just the border.
Yeah, but that's like a long ways north of here.
I'm from further north.
But then you're from a very long ways north. Something happened. As far as I can figure, a couple hundred years ago. A whole bunch of crystals out there got touched with fey magics. And I'm not talking about the kind of magic that you see on this world that's powered by fey energy. I'm talking about direct fey energy. You know, the kind that only they have.
Mm-hmm.
The kind that can manipulate the very essence of the material plane, that sort of magic. Yeah. That thing's imbued with it.
So I shouldn't eat it.
I mean, I wouldn't eat that, no. You can do what you want, I suppose, but just whatever you do with it, do it away from me.
oh, so there are many more of these sorts of things.
Not many. As far as I can find, there were about 6, maybe 7 of them made.
Oh, and where are the rest?
Lost at the moment.
One could hope. Do you think they may still be up north?
Doubtful. They were gathered up about 40 years ago.
By who?
Well, there was an old trader. Used to gather stuff like that. Bring it to people like me, market it. My old friend, Jemar. He dealt in this business for a long time, since retired. He bought it from this trader. But he said 6, but I've also heard him say 7. Depends on how much he's had to drink.
And how come all these people doing shady work always seem to retire happily?
Oh, by retired I mean he was blown away in a giant explosion.
That's not retirement!
Kind of is.
Not really! That's just being blown up!
Well, he's not working.
I assume
So, was this giant...
this shard isn't going down as easy as
and a giant explosion caused by one of these crystals going poof?
Could have been. Happened on a barge.
What do you know if any of these shards have been located or hoarded by the Agmar Nodal?
Possibly 1 or 2. But if they were, it's very likely that they were trying to destroy them. You know how weird they are with fey stuff.
Are there Costerians and Tashiranoon after them too because they are fervent?
Not that I've heard of, but who knows? Jamar sold most of them off years ago. I bought one from him. And took a long time to move it. Had to find someone that didn't seem to want it for anything really terrible.
Do you have any more?
No, just the one. You really should get that cough looked at.
Thank you.
Is that like a druid thing?
I figured I'd acknowledge it rather than continue to let it go unacknowledged, since we're all sort of sitting here letting it happen.
Hey, where's our fries, by the way?
Here you go.
Ah!
We call it service with a question mark. Basically, when you start asking about something, that's when your food actually shows up.
Ah,
Wait, did we order beer? Or
no, we
meat?
did not. We did not order. This early in the morning, we should have sweet ale or mead.
You could have
You guys want some mimosas?
Yes!
breakfast
Mimosas.
ale.
You want breakfast ale?
It's you put a couple fried eggs at the bottom of the mug before you fill it with beer.
Oh.
And a strip of bacon on the.
Okay, we're gonna really have to make a cookbook, otherwise people are gonna do the dumb things we say and get us in trouble.
I mean,
It's like I put fried eggs under with my beer and I felt terrible all day.
Maybe not.
so I can definitely say, don't make that. That does not sound good at all.
At least strain like the grease out of it.
Well, yeah.
That'd
It's
be
mostly
gross.
the yolk you want.
Yeah, just cut the yolk out and put that in your beer.
I share some of my fries with Sven. 'Cause
Well,
They got
they're pretty
fries
good
here.
fries.
I dip my fries in the yolk.
Okay.
From what your
Dipping your
breakfast
fries all the
table.
way into my beer.
You weren't drinking it.
I was trying to, but I'm coughing too much.
Check the straight into your veins.
Sorry, I'm still getting used to drinking breakfast beer.
It gets easier every year.
So is that like on the anniversary of your first breakfast beer?
Yeah, every time you level up, that's like
You
RuneScape
celebrate with
rules.
a breakfast beer.
Yeah, just keep doing the same thing over and over until the number goes up.
It's
there-
why if you just jump up and down enough, your dexterity increases.
And you go a little bit higher each time.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
then Sven, is there anything else you know about this item?
Maybe secret recipes?
A safe way to store it?
Ooh. Well, you can keep it wrapped in lead, I suppose.
Okay.
And whatever you do, don't let it touch like another fervent crystal. Just really
What about
don't do
unknown fervent crystal?
that. Like absolutely not.
Well, that
Can we
one's
keep
a-
them in like the same bag of holding?
I mean, well, probably given the way that those things operate, but I would say that's ill-advised, even because fey magic is weird.
I think we should touch them, see what happens.
Yeah, once Sven's here.
Hey, you want to see what happens if we make them touch?
No, absolutely not.
Make the crystals kiss?
No, no, I don't want that.
Well, lucky for you, they won't let me touch them.
No. You may not touch fervent crystals. Or any other fervent
But I
tech.
helped charge one of them.
else.
So you guys really are mad?
Why?
Well, usually when this happens, when customers see that I sold them something and then didn't tell them what it is, then charged them to tell them what it is, they usually get pretty mad.
Oh, but we are not paying for this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Great.
You are paying for your fries, then.
Oh, that's fine. I have an account here.
Oh, okay.
Great, we'll put other things on there.
Please don't.
Why not? I learned from my brother. Put on Sven's tab. Get me a breakfast beer.
You know I'm not gonna do that
Why not?
because I know you guys.
I think you're just out of eggs.
No, we got eggs.
Well, can I have an omelet
Yeah, sure.
with beer in it?
Really?
No.
Okay.
All right.
Wise
well,
choice.
thanks, Sven.
I think that would be gross.
It would.
Yeah. So, pie.
Well, what are you gonna do with the rest of your day?
Get feet.
Just goes away.
I think we should follow him.
I have business in the kitchen.
Fine, go to the kitchen.
You have business in the kitchen?
There might be a magical item in there.
Fodari,
Yeah.
I need you.
She's like making an omelet for nines.
I need your help.
Okay, what do you need my help with?
We're gonna make a get well curry for Muriel.
Oh. The blue one?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure, what do we need to make here?
A really special curry.
Extra spicy. You like spicy, right?
She really likes.
Well, I'll get my favorite cauldron out.
She likes mint, remember?
A spicy mint.
Peppermint curry?
Peppermint curry?
Yeah.
That's something that Muriel seems to like.
Yeah, all right.
What do you like? Peppermint and... I don't know. Root vegetables.
Jalapeno.
Flies.
Oh yeah, she probably like that.
Mm-hmm.
So like, potatoes, obviously. Carrots.
Wait,
Yeah.
did we have
Basic.
flies in all the curry
Onions.
we ate?
I mean, not all of them.
Not
Onions, little garlic.
until we put it in ourselves, obviously.
Yeah.
But
A special curry blend. It would take too long to go through all of the individual
Yeah.
components of the curry blend.
No, let's do that. Let's talk about-
4 curry ingredients in the blend that I would be preparing for her.
Yeah, you basically just rattle off a whole bunch of things, and Nines is just sitting there making it with his knife.
potato.
Carrot.
No,
onion,
just
onion.
potato. That's the one thing we were missing.
So, do I roll a cooking check?
Yeah, why don't you do that with advantage? Because
Hodari's helping.
Fodari's helping.
Don't you do like...
Don't you?
There you go.
Guidance.
That.
Inspiration.
Give me my gong. It's the cooking gong.
Why is your gong down there?
Because I was using it in the show.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, you were.
Yeah, so now I have to use it to inspire. Cook!
Cook. Cook. The whole time.
You would think that the place who bought that gong would really want to sponsor us with what we've done to it.
Yeah, they send me emails like every other day,
They actually do. You've
They're-
shown me.
and boy, they really love gongs.
They really do love gongs.
Like excessively love gongs, and really think I need to spend 4 figures on gongs like every week. As if like they sell crap gongs that just go bad. It's like, your gong expired. Do you want a new one?
I'm just surprised they don't have like Gong Prime.
I got a dirty 30.
That was my
Wait, what?
nickname. And
Dirty 30.
Ooh, that
It's
rhymes.
like a dirty 20,
Except it rhymes.
except it's 30.
And it's 10 more.
That, you know what? A dirty 30 sounds like a bar, like kind of a sleazy bar
A
cocktail.
really trashy drink.
It does. It is
Yeah.
a really trashy drink.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can I get a dirty 30, I guess?
Yeah.
It's one of those bars where you walk in, you don't really feel clean. But
Like
it's
they
a
move.
place where singles meet when they're just like, I don't have a lot of great stuff
they have,
going
like-
on.
A round of dirty.
They have like homemade whipped cream that has alcohol infused in it.
All Seth orders a round of dirty 30s for everybody.
Yeah.
we're
everyone
cooking.
says no. What's
I
in,
just can't get over that expression, a dirty 30.
what's in a dirty 30?
So you ain't...
What?
Nothing really.
No, there
It's
has
not-
to be what is the
Okay, I know
saddest?
one ingredient that's guaranteed to be in there. And then I think, you know what, we'll work out a dirty 30, make it, drink it, and post it on Patreon. So if you want to know what a dirty 30 is,
You have
will
to become a patron.
we will do that.
Wow, we're really
be on
selling our
Patreon.
patron to these people. We're
Patch-
gonna make a terrible drink,
Go
and you
to-
can make it at home.
Hey, it
Patreon.
might be okay. It's not
Can
gonna
you patreon.com/Dyson Dungeons, patreon.com that's dash dot
Watch. I just see someone typing like, how many dots?
God,
How many dirty 30s have you had?
it was the fries.
Is that what goes in the dirty 30? Just
Dice and Dungeons. If you want to know how to make a dirty 30, that's where you need to become a patron.
so deep fried fries is part of a dirty 30. If you want like a,
No, I didn't say that.
wait,
What I said was I
deep-fried
couldn't
fries
say
are
what
part-
I couldn't say what I was trying to say.
As opposed to like shallow fried fries?
Honestly,
Like,
you may be able to use like air fried fries, you know?
I regret everything.
So, how's the curry?
the curry is great. Mm-hmm. You make
Does it
it
pair with a dirty
absolutely
30?
Fantastic. The one ingredient, because this would bother me if I were a listener. I said that I know one ingredient of a Dirty 30 is definitely butterscotch schnapps. That's 100% in a Dirty 30. Butterscotch schnapps. So, you make a fantastic mint-infused curry. I'm just really amazing. You never thought to include mint in a curry before, but you now feel like curries weren't complete until you learned to use this ingredient.
Like peanut butter and chili dogs.
Yes. Or I have one secret ingredient that I put in my Alfredo sauce, but I'm not going to share it because it's a secret.
Oh, can you share it on a Patreon?
Is it butterscotch schnapps?
That'd be disgusting. So you make a fantastic curry that Muriel is sure to love.
Mm-hmm.
Do you bother to put some like flies in it or anything for it?
Well, I pan fry some flies so they're nice and crispy, so you can add them on top.
As a garnish.
Yeah, in a separate
She'll-
container.
She'll
that
really
they're-
like that. Yeah.
In a fancy container.
She will really like that.
And then we borrow a container, a travel container, a to-go
Are we going
bucket, basically, for the curry.
Don't they just have to-go containers?
So it's like a restaurant.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
a
that's what I
restaurant.
said.
Apparently, except there's no food here.
No, there's fries.
It's just, yeah, like I said, no food.
Yeah, Fedari has plenty of supplies where you can pack it up for Muriel.
All right, thanks, Fedari.
Thank you.
Yeah, hey, am I gonna see you guys again?
Well, we're heading out of country.
Yep,
On a
probably
top
to our
secret
certain
mission.
doom.
Oh, well, be careful.
But we also have an extra top secret way to get back quickly.
Oh.
But
Okay.
you can't tell anyone about any of this.
No one asks me anything, so that's fine.
But you may see us again if you survive. Have this great sword. And I pull a great sword from my bag of vomit.
Just a regular great
It's just
sword.
it's just sitting in my inventory. I'm tired of having it. I hand Fedari a great sword.
Cool. I'm guessing it comes with, a sheet for it.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. It's an over the back one, so she just
That'll
slings
go
it
well
around,
with your crossbow.
and now she's got another weapon.
All right, that was very generous of you.
Yeah.
Almost out of character.
I just am tired of carrying it.
We like to hand weapons to restaurant staff.
Yeah, we do. And then it turns out that they become like superheroes later.
Yeah.
I don't think Fedari's going to go anywhere, though.
I think we quickly go and deliver the curry while it's warm.
Yes, we want to keep it fresh.
Mainly for the flies.
Yeah.
All right.
They have a shelf life of like 24 hours.
So we go back to the palace and say,
We go to the Agmar Dome.
oh, that's where Muriel is. That's right. She is healing there.
Yeah.
yeah, we
So-
go back to the palace and we're like,
Why did we
Where's
go
it?
here?
Why are we here? What's up?
Too many dirty 30s.
It takes some time to get all the way up the mountain, but you make it there.
we could have taken a dragon.
Why didn't we do that?
We go back down the mountain and find a dragon.
Go back in time and go up there quickly so it doesn't cool off.
That's fine.
I have the tub sitting in my pan.
Oh, you're keeping it warm.
Yeah.
That's
Wow,
You
that's
guys make it
smart.
to the top of the mountain,
yeah.
and the Agmar Nodal greet you at the gates. They recognize who you are and wave you in.
Don't mention my face shard.
No, is it wrapped in carefully in lead foil?
Probably.
Okay. Would you like me to carry it for you?
Aren't you carrying the other one?
I am carrying the other
Maybe
one.
you shouldn't carry that the one.
Perhaps I should not carry both.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, let me carry both.
No. No.
Why is
That's
it-
Hi,
what I'm saying.
Mario.
Right.
Oh, you have your voice back.
It's rough.
We brought you curry.
Yours sounds rough too.
Yeah, I had a lot of dirty 30s.
Should have stopped at one.
Should have stopped at 0.
Is that a mint curry?
Yeah, I made it. We made it for you.
Yes, we all did equal amount of work.
That's very nice of you.
And here's a little container of fried flies to go on top.
Yeah, Muriel's eyes glisten a little bit more than they usually do. And you think that, although it's hard to tell, given bullywugs, that she's a little teary-eyed.
So you who are Muriel, are you mostly cured of most of your diseases?
What a question to ask people.
It is a good question because she had many diseases, and I am concerned about her health.
There's still a couple that are being difficult.
So like a Dr. Mario situation and just like Agmadal just like dropping pills.
No, they seem to be extraplanar diseases.
Oh,
Greater Restoration is having a hard time getting rid of it. But we're slowly getting there. I'm sure I'll be fine in a week.
So, we just wanted to make sure you were doing all right, bring you this curry, and let you know that we're going to be traveling on a mission for the Company of Blades, so...
Yeah, we're going around places and tying up loose ends.
Costeria, things like that.
preventing a war.
That's secret.
Yeah, we're the most important people in the city right now.
Well, I wish you all the best of luck. Maybe we'll see each other again. It'd be nice. Most people don't understand why the sewers are still a nice place to be.
I still don't understand that. I've nearly died in like 3 sewers at this point.
Well, maybe you have to visit the nicer parts of the sewers.
Yeah.
Yeah, is there a nicer place?
Muriel's part was pretty nice when we were there.
I don't know, there's a trap right in front of it.
Well,
A
but once you got
poorly
past,
disguised trap made for animals.
once you got past the trap, it was pretty nice.
All right, well, get well soon, and we'll try and talk to you later. All right?
Thanks again for the curry.
All right. Bye, Muriel.
We
Bye,
all
Muriel.
wave and back into the door.
Oof.
And I turn around and open the door so we can continue to leave.
All right.
And we leave the door wide open, so there's a draft.
We should have been like, bye, Mom. I mean, Muriel.
Bye, Mom Reel.
Mom, Muriel.
So, do you wish to visit your family still too?
I figure I should do that right before we leave.
Let's go to the magic shop and get things.
Yeah, I have a list of supplies we need to get for the road. Just real quick. And I figured we can go to, if we're at Enchanting Taste, we can go to Taste Enchanting and pick up some stuff on Volodimir's tab.
Okay, we jump on the nearest dragon.
And go there.
good on me.
You head down to the shop.
We go there. So, what is on your list?
The shop this time is actually a fair bit busy. There's a lot of people kind of moving around, doing daily shopping. You haven't been here during one of the busy hours before.
No, that is true. It was vacant when we were here last.
So there's quite a bit of movement going on inside this time. What are you guys looking for?
Maybe we should hand the list to Olsef.
Yeah. All right. So. Okay. I should be all right.
Okay.
All right.
We are looking forward to reading your list.
Hi, attendant person, shopkeep.
Oh, sure. I was
forgot
just
to-
asking as the DM, but someone comes up.
Oh, okay.
How can I help you today?
Hold on, I forgot to knock. Okay. We're going on an adventure. And
We're
we need-
adventurers!
And we need some supplies.
Very good. Very good.
We're really serious adventurers.
Yeah, we're half pets at this
Yes,
point.
very clearly.
Also, that's not a pet.
He's kind of our pet.
Kind of.
Kind of. Why are you mad at me? You're fine.
He's mad because Artemore's like, well, that's my pet. We'd like some. We'd like some sort of sending stones that we can use to communicate with each other. At least the 4 of us. You don't go into combat, is what I'm thinking.
Oh, but I might be separated from the group.
Okay, 5 of us. 5 sending stones that can be operated within like 1,000 yards, feet, whatever the bigger one is.
Okay, what it like clicks when you activate it? Like doo-doo.
Ah, yes, we have such a product like that over here.
Really?
Yes.
What's it called?
Stones that let you talk to each other at a moderate distance.
That is a
Is
very
it like-
descriptive name.
It didn't really have a good marketing team behind it, did
Is
it?
there an acronym?
No, we did have a different name, but adventurers kept being very stupid about it. So we just changed it to something incredibly literal. We found that landed with adventurers much better.
Yes,
Well,
I believe it is very
name.
good.
They used to be called Squawk Rocks.
Well, it sounds like a great name.
Walk around.
That's what I thought, but unfortunately, none of them sold. And the moment that we changed the name to Stones that let you talk to each other at a moderate distance, then they started selling like hotcakes.
So we need 5.
Wait, do you sell hotcakes here?
No, that's
Next door.
Oh, I go over there.
So we need 5 squawk rocks. Probably at least 2. Do you have like a camp toilet, a travel toilet that will remove the stuff magically?
I think you'll be interested in our product, the camping toilet that makes your poop disappear after you use it.
What do you call it?
That's the name.
Oh, can we get 2 of those?
Like, you don't even have like travel toilets or.
Again, we found the much more literally descriptive names sell better with adventurers.
That way
I
we
feel
don't.
like travel toilet's pretty descriptive.
You're looking for an explanation from someone who doesn't have it. You're the adventurers.
Maybe like.
I am the adventurers.
I thought you went next door.
I came back. They ran out of hotcakes.
Oh, okay.
Someone ate them all.
I wonder who.
Well, they're selling like.
Can we get?
No, they're selling squawk boxes.
Can we get like some sort of device that can create a radiant heating or cooling effect just to moderate temperature while we're on the road?
Yes, we have several options available based on the size of the space that you want to heat and or cool.
We're in a tent that's like, I think it's like 15 by 15 inside or something.
No, it must be bigger. It has a
Giant
hearth
basement.
and a desk and a.
Like a 50 by 50
Yeah.
space.
Then you want the large version of our the box that controls the temperature by making it warmer and or colder.
You can do warmer and colder at the same time.
Yes, it is a magical item, so it allows for individual air zone adjustments.
Well, we'll need one of those. And then we're gonna need some stuff for a performing badger while we're on the road. We're going on tour, you see.
I'm assuming that's
Yes.
you.
Of course it's me.
Nines the Badger is going to become very famous.
Almost as famous as Nice at Tabaxi.
Holwyn puts a headshot in front of you with a pen. Sign it.
Oh! I take the paper and I try to sign the. No, I don't. Just sign the pen.
You just
I understand how pens work.
When you autograph something, is it just 9 or do you do like 9S for 9s?
It's Roman numerals.
Oh, you do the Roman numerals.
With
Yeah,
an
that's
S.
right. It's IXS.
I guess, or is that Drogmaran numerals?
Sure. No, Roman invented them.
In this world, a guy named Roman,
Roman invented
invented
them.
that type of numbering.
Yeah, we knew that from a long time ago.
Yeah.
So, can we get some sort of large illusionary backdrop cloth that can like illusionarily project images on it?
Yes, I believe that
Like
we
some
have
sort of screen that's normally green, but then like through magic, it makes it look like, I don't know, a gray fieldscape or something.
Yes, I believe that you'll have some interest in our magically changing background for performing artists going on tour. What sort of size would you like?
How big's the stage?
That depends on where you go.
Will you be performing alone, or can we join you again?
May I suggest that you get a 25-foot, and a 75-foot.
Oh, wow. Upsell us. What a great idea.
That's a great idea.
We do that.
We are putting it on Volodymyr's tab.
Yeah. We're not paying for it.
Yes.
Could we also get...
What are you putting it on my tab?
What are you doing here?
I followed you guys here. What?
What?
Why are you following us?
I am glad you have a big tab.
I don't have tab. You were given money for this.
What?
When?
It's around your neck.
I know.
It has to be awful for your neck, too.
Somewhere between 4 and 10 illusionary lights that we can set up to, like, around the stage.
Yes. Are you looking for a directional light or ambient light?
Oh, we would like lights that can, like, pulse with different colors in tune with the music that is playing.
Then I believe you'll be interested in our stage performing lanterns that can pulse along with the music with different colors.
Yes, for use on the stage. Very good.
Okay. I'm just going to walk to see what other thing they sell here without me prompting him.
Okay.
Or is it the only objects he sells?
No, but like, what am I doing here? I just like listing objects?
A little bit. Very long, elaborate names, yes. For adventurers.
I'm just trying to get supplies for your show.
That's right. We need to be prepared for your performance because that is a big part of the quest.
There are poles that extend to a length that you desire while having a stable base, usually in a triangular configuration, to hold something up above your head.
So a tent.
No, they're like
Tripod.
tripods.
Oh.
But that's what they're called.
Can we also get a magic amplifier for instruments?
Oh, yes. Would you prefer to have the magic amplifier for instruments or the magic amplifier for instruments and voices?
I don't sing.
Well, just
Just the
instruments then.
instruments.
Very well.
Which is funny because it's more expensive than the one that does both.
And then we need like a stool that a badger could sit on that can move around stage at like walking speed, but no faster.
Oh, I'm glad you said that instead of badger stool.
That is why we have the travel toilet.
We just bought it. We don't want it to disappear.
Well, we do have this non-magical. It's basically a stool that has wheels in the bottom.
Oh, can we tie a rope to it?
Yes.
Okay, we'll take
You know, that will be fun.
We call it our stool with wheels in the bottom.
Why not just call it a wheeled stool?
Again, we've tried catchier names. We've tried the less literally descriptive names. They don't sell.
So how much for all that?
Is there anything else that I can interest you in today?
I rummaged through the discount bin.
Yeah, is there anything new in there? Because we've already checked it out before, I believe.
Yeah, there's nothing new in there from the last time you guys were here.
Do they have like checkout candy?
Oh, yeah.
Anything I'm not familiar with?
There looks to be a type of like nougat and peanut with like chocolate and caramel combo that you haven't tried before.
Oh, okay. Well, I grab Zoria's like sleeve and I like pull it a few times and I point at the candy bar.
And pick it up.
It's called Caramely Nougatlicious.
I give it to you.
I eat it.
I thank Volodymyr.
Can we also
for-
get a box of Squawk Rocks? The candy.
Oh, yes. Like, he reaches down below and gets out a whole bunch
It's
of...
just like hard rock candy that makes you sound like a bird.
Not a very pleasant bird.
Anything else?
No, I think that's
No.
Then this will come to a total of 832 gold, 5 silver, and 3 copper.
Thank you,
What's that?
Volodymyr.
Yes, Volodymyr, that's great that you have it on this tab.
Oh, jeez, fine. Is this what it feels like?
Yes! Does it feel good?
Yes.
No, we will do
No,
this
it
more often.
doesn't.
It does feel good. I like this. I like having money.
Oh, don't feel generous. I don't like this.
Now Volodymyr can share with you the feeling of generosity when you share with him.
No, I am not sharing that experience.
Yes, brother, we should share and share alike amongst us. That is what we will do.
Okay, you give me your money, and I will share it together in my wallet.
Yes, and you give me your money, and we all put in one big pile together.
How much money is that?
Volodymyr plops down the, cash for it and says, "Thank you very much, magical person. We shall now be on our way to use the toilets you've sold us."
We can just use regular toilets right now. In fact, as
yes.
paying customer, I'm going to use the one in this shop.
But I want to try out the product now.
I hand him one of the toilets.
Wait,
Thank
we
you,
get
Zoya.
five. We all got separate ones.
No,
we just have two.
Oh, two. Okay.
One that's now apparently going to be used and one that will still be in its original
Well, it loses its
packaging.
value as soon as you take it off the lot. So.
Yeah.
Volodymyr goes in the bathroom.
I mean, I use the magic shop bathroom too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Always go
We
when you have a
all go
chance.
in there.
Okay. You're all using the bathroom.
There we are.
So what do you guys think about when you poop?
I don't know. I usually listen to the music that's playing on the intercom.
I noticed that the music goes do 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 do.
That was a very popular format for bathrooms.
Yeah, it is appropriate.
Yeah. The Bathroom Dudes. I think that's the name of the band. Turn it up. I'm about to do some business. Louder.
Later, outside the magic shop.
Later that day,
What do you guys want to wrap up next?
I don't think we have all that much left to wrap up.
Do you need any generic supplies for traveling?
We should probably get some like rations.
I have a
and
ton of
whatnot.
rope, but we should.
Oh, that's a good point. Olsef, how was your rope
I still
situation?
have quite a lot of rope.
I also have like chains and stuff.
I have hempen rope. I have some rope from ancient changeling rope. How much rope do I have? Yeah, I've got 200. I have 300 feet of rope
Okay, so you had some
and string.
supplies.
I also have like magic chains that are heat resistant and stuff. So
Yeah, we got shovels and chisels. Crobatular, because
Good old Crobashalar.
you never know when you'll run into like a set of bars that you cannot ever get through. That you need to.
You don't know until you try.
That's yeah.
Or if
And
it
boy,
appears
you
at the
guys
edge of
try.
a map. So I know there's nothing beyond that. If it's on the edge of the map I'm looking at.
Yeah, that's always kind of a limitation of, designing dungeon maps. You get to the edge of it and kind of know you're at the.
I don't know. Pac-Man found a way around that.
Fair. I don't like you got me.
all right.
So yeah, I think that we are ready for our adventure.
Yeah, we'll go and buy some general rations, food supplies.
Yeah, I'm going to
things-
buy a general too.
dry
That'd be very
goods,
useful.
that sort of thing. I like to just buy, a large sack of flour, a large sack of rice, a couple large sacks of dry beans.
Can we get the premium wheat?
Yeah, we get some Wheat Wizard wheat. Like a
Oh, sure, yeah.
like a 10-pound bag of Wheat Wizard wheat. Well, no, let's make it like a 50-pound bag because we're gonna be traveling for a while.
Okay.
Mostly just dry goods and things like that for sugar. that
Can
sort
we keep the chicken aside the tent?
I don't think there's air in there when it's
Yeah.
Do they need air?
chickens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not astral chickens.
Or is there a place we can get astral chickens?
I don't think that's the thing.
We check. Is there a guy that knows about chickens? Is there a chicken expert in town?
I mean, probably.
Maybe at the zoo.
We do. We know a zoo.
We know a zoo.
We know a zoo. We can ask the zoo.
Do you guys really want to go talk to a chicken expert? Is this why I'm role-playing now?
I feel like an astral chicken is something
would
we
be-
can't afford anymore.
That would be a
eggs?
really good time to split up the party.
Listen, if you really need eggs and you don't want to use your dagger, I will turn into a chicken and fart some out for you.
Is that
Okay?
how that works?
Yeah. I can turn into flying animals.
And you can turn into a cow, right?
Yeah.
That's not a flying animal.
Well, yeah, but what if we need milk?
You can milk me.
That's great to know.
Don't.
I turn into a cow.
What has this
Do I have to roll
campaign become?
Do I have to roll a skill check for that?
Yes.
Okay, I turn into a chicken. Can I lay an egg?
So we know what came first. The
No.
druid. No.
No.
Because you would need time to like grow an egg, and your wild shape doesn't last long enough to do that.
So we can't do the cow thing either.
The cow
No,
thing
that
or
was-
goat probably wouldn't work either.
Correct. You would need time for like those
That was
biological
really
processes
really
to
good,
build up.
saving us from that through a technicality. That was well done.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So is it you who are Azoria?
Yeah.
Is
Turns
there-
out you can't milk me.
Jesus.
I am glad that you have explained these biological functions not functioning, but is there anything else we wish to do before we embark on our adventure?
Well, we have to sleep a night. Say goodbye to my family. Then leave.
Okay,
That's our to-do list.
okay.
So unless you want to go bother the queen or something,
No, I do not care to do that. Let us
Then-
sleep the night.
why don't we relax in lavish luxury for the last time in considerable amount of time?
Have meals delivered to us that we do not even know if we need yet, but
Yeah.
it will anticipate us.
I mean, we can do a 5-episode side quest to infiltrate the kitchen and break the precogs out, but I don't think the DM's looking at me very happily right now if I turn around.
She looks okay.
Oh, okay.
Hey, if you want to adventure down to the kitchen, that's your choice.
No.
We could just go down there to visit. We don't have to free them.
No, we could just say hello and thank you for the food.
Okay, we'll do that on our way up to the room.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll stop and say
go
thank you
and-
to the precogs.
We go to the kitchen in
Okay.
the palace.
There's a whole bunch of chefs down there. There's a lot of chefs like just preparing food, and they all got the nice chef. I forget the proper name for the chef hat.
Coke?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, toque. They're all wearing toques.
I
So
was
we
thinking tonsure, but that's the monk haircut.
Yeah.
So you who are chefs, we are here to thank the precogs who anticipate what we want to eat.
They're all looking around at each other like,
We know you're not allowed to talk about them. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Okay. You do not need to acknowledge their existence, but please pass along our thank yous.
what?
Just please pass along our
What
thank
are you
yous.
guys talking about?
You know
Pre-con?
exactly what we're talking about, then we leave.
Yes,
Okay.
Well,
I think that is a good
Everyone
way to
down
do
there
it.
looks deeply confused.
I'm glad we had a chance to thank them.
yeah, so they definitely wouldn't have known that we wanted to thank them.
If we
Unless
had
we
not
told
thanked
them.
That is true. So we go back to our.
As I'm walking back up to the room, I think about how much I'd like to have a cake that says "You're welcome," signed to the precogs. But I don't tell them that.
Okay.
But I think about it on my way back up.
Well, I think about having some spare ribs, and just for the fun of it, like the general ribs too, that aren't the spare ones.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, that is a good idea. I will have a complete barbecue feast.
All right.
Brisket, lots of brisket, very lean but also quite not dry.
Maybe a whole pig.
A whole pig.
A whole
No.
pig. It doesn't have to be a
whole pig.
big pig.
Pulled pork, ribs, but they must be really well cooked so that the meat is falling off of the bone.
At least 5 different barbecue sauces, and we're only going to use 2 of them.
At least 5, yes.
Yeah, at least 5.
And things that look like fritters but are called hush puppies.
I want mine to
Okay.
be spicy, so that little jalapeno bits inside it.
Yeah. All that stuff is waiting for you.
Including the cake.
including the cake.
We look at the cake.
And
It says what Soria described.
And
You're
ale.
welcome.
You're welcome.
Signed the precogs.
You're welcome. Signed the precogs is what it says.
yeah, signed.
Well, I was in my head, but whatever.
Well, yeah, but you got peevish in your head.
You have peevish in your head?
What are you talking about? Were you listening to the narrator?
Yeah, that's what I listen to all the time. The narrator of my
In
life.
fact, gotten confused between his own thoughts and the narrator's voiceover.
What'd Hillman get?
Holman comes back to a comically large mug of low alcohol beer. And
That's just like a normal cup of beer now.
grits. Nothing, just grits.
Oh, well, I tried to
have a
put some brown
poke bowl.
sugar in those grits.
Ardamore orders 2 seafood pyramids.
They are both there and they look amazing.
I have
And you want a
poke.
poke bowl as well? Okay, you have a poke bowl there.
I feel like we're missing something.
Volodymyr.
What? Volodymir's just gonna eat all our other food.
I mean, there's the giant raw ox leg in the corner for 7s, but oh,
Hey, you're
I
supposed
dropped
to use
two
the
tinctures.
cheese tower with that ox leg.
I dropped 2 drops of tincture onto the ox leg.
Okay. Yeah, 7s, 10s continues to eat it.
Oh, do we get a plate of dirty 30s?
I mean, get a
Plate?
plate of.
It's in glasses.
Well, you didn't say
there's
that.
a tray of dirty 30s.
No, no. I want it on a plate
Okay. It's a plate
of glasses.
of glasses.
So they're kind of like leaning in on each
Yeah,
other.
like
It's a
and they're-
disaster waiting to
and they're
happen, like
martini-
any good dirty 30.
They're martini glasses, so the bases are they're kind of small. The rims are way too big. Like they're all just kind of knocking around. Clearly, some spilled as they were brought up here.
A dirty 30 definitely uses the martini glass like proportion thing, so you only get like a tiny drop of alcohol, like
No,
of
it's-
like expensive stuff, and it's mostly just like whipped cream filling like the bulk of it.
And butterscotch
And
schnapps.
butterscotch schnapps. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Juice.
So that's all in your room.
Where do we sleep?
Between the food,
I
apparently.
set up my tent.
Is anyone taking the old food out?
I was wondering if anybody ever cleaned up after the food. The
or do we
food
just
up
go
here-
into a different room?
Yes, people clean up after you guys.
Wow, I
good,
wish
yeah.
they followed us on our adventure.
We were just
It's
assuming
normally
that we
me
never
doing
thought
that.
about it explicitly, but it's good to know. Yeah, are the sheets
That
clean?
can't be. You never complain
Yes.
about it.
Every day you've come back to clean sheets and a made bed.
Well, this is like good room service.
If only their guests for us, they didn't get us as room service.
Okay, so what was on your
So you have
sleep?
a feast?
That was on your list.
Yeah.
And then I'm guessing you go to sleep,
Yeah.
very chubby tired, all of you.
And
Yes, I still play the saxophone.
And none of you ordered a pretzel.
no,
But I do practice my
I
change
practice. Yeah, urban tech expertise. Oh, that's not really very good at all. 27.
Holman, again, goes in their room, closes the door, and you hear a bunch of noise.
Will we spy on them? Quietly. Spy on them.
as a mouse.
Make a stealth check.
As a mouse.
Yep. What did Ardamore get?
Oh, that's right. Ardamore is practicing. Ardamore got a 53.
Okay. And you were working on your saxophone nines?
Yes.
What'd you get?
Gravity.
79.
Weirdly, I had my fingers over the 7 and 9. Huh. How about that?
Next time, can you do your fingers over 1, 0, and
0.
0?
Yeah, I'll put 2 over that. Ulseth, what'd you get in your fervent expertise?
Oh, it was 27.
27. Soria, what was your stealth check?
10 plus whatever a mouse gets.
I'm gonna say that a mouse probably gets like plus 10 to stealth.
Sure.
That.
Dirty 20 then.
Which is not, it's only 2/3 as good
Given
as a dirty
that
30.
they are very small, incredibly light, quick, and hard to notice. The moment that you enter in, Holwyn is just staring at you. Hi, Soria. Can I help you? What do you need help with?
I turn into Soria.
Oh, you're not going to Ratatouille?
What are you working on?
Things.
What kind of things?
You do.
From just outside the door.
The walls are very thin.
That's true.
I'm working on things.
What kind of things? Cool things?
Yeah, private things.
There's no privacy in this group.
Sure there is.
Oh.
I don't
When
know.
did that
We all
happen?
took. I don't know. We all went to the bathroom at the same time.
Yeah, that was weird. I just stood outside. You guys, every time you're in the magic shop, you use the bathroom. It's kind of weird.
It's a nice bathroom.
It's team bathing.
I mean, I did it the first time. It was a pretty nice bathroom, I'll admit. But, like, how did you all, like, synchronize today?
That's part of being a team.
Yeah.
Oh. Is it? I didn't know.
Weren't you wondering why Olsef was like, hold, hold?
No, not at all. Because the implications of us synchronizing our poop when I bought 2 toilets is not okay.
Yeah, I should really hope that that is not how you're adventuring.
When we go to adventure, we'll have to desynchronize, which will be hard to do because we worked so hard to get synchronized before.
What the hell show am I running?
I don't know. All Seth is just sort of falling asleep.
You did eat a lot.
Yes.
You
I had a
ate
very
a lot of ribs.
I had a very satisfying full barbecue
This
meal
is
with
what-
a lot of ale.
This is what happens when I can't talk as much.
Yeah, that makes sense.
9 takes over the conversation and we can't get it back.
Yeah, working on things.
Also does
Okay,
a
I'll
nines
tell
is
you my
quiet check.
secrets.
You
Tell me
failed.
yours.
Okay.
I did. Yeah.
What's your secret?
Nines, are you listening?
Yes, I'm always listening.
Okay. Do I have a secret?
Yes, you do.
What's my secret,
I
Nine?
don't know. You didn't tell me yet.
No, I guess I don't have a secret.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Okay. Bye.
You just walk out.
Yeah.
All right. So you go to bed for the evening, and you are woken the next morning, earlier than you're perhaps accustomed to, as an attendant at the door says, "Your departure is in 2 hours' time. Please be at this location. It's been lovely having you here. I wish you a safe journey."
Insight check on this. Been lovely to have you here.
That seems pretty suspicious.
It's pretty sus. I got a 12.
I got worse somehow.
You don't think that he's lying?
Well, we have time for breakfast before you must leave, I'm assuming.
And then we see my family.
We order some breakfast dirty 30s, which is the same thing, just with,
With
like,
maple syrup.
Yeah, with maple syrup.
This is with maple syrup, yeah.
Anyway, we don't need to describe our full breakfast. Let's go say goodbye to your family.
Okay.
I know that was pretty disturbing to not have us describe the food that we're eating for
That
breakfast.
is
but,
weird.
yeah.
So you
but
have a breakfast, and then you go to say goodbye to Soria.
Well, no, I have to use the nice bathroom first before I leave.
Well, you do. It's very
Well,
nice.
yeah, it's a very nice bathroom, like heated seats,
Yep.
heated toilet paper,
Yep.
heated bidet,
Yep.
heated foot massager,
Yeah.
heated attendant. They're still alive, so they're technically heated.
Yep. They are.
I don't know why the attendant just stays in the bathroom. That's for just like one group of guests, but his name is Jeeves. He has 3 children.
Dad.
Hi, Story. You know, your friend is very weird.
Yeah, Ulseth can be a little hard to get used to.
I wasn't talking about Ulseth.
Oh, Hohen?
No, the badger.
No, that's an honor.
Oh, that's Nines. The Tabaxi. He was cursed.
The one you were all playing as before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
If you try and turn into him now, you turn into a badger.
What? That's weird.
Yeah, you should all try it.
Like a whole bunch of them just, and they're all badgers.
Excuse me.
Like simultaneously, they're all like, "Whoa, weird," and then turn back into
See?
themselves.
And that's what it's like to be an animal.
It's weird.
It's not that weird. I turn into animals all the time.
I mean, it's weird when you haven't done it before.
Oh, I guess.
I can safely say it's weird
So,
to be a badger.
What's going on?
We're going off on a mission
Oh,
today.
is it a dangerous one?
Oh,
It will probably not be dangerous and then become much more dangerous. We'll be going through Costeria
That should be safe.
and making our way down to the Free States.
You're going to Sizitstan, aren't you?
Yes.
that is good guess. I thought this was a secret mission.
Well, the
The news
news about
about
Sizitstan is not secret.
or that the
That's-
company of Blades was hired to work there.
I know that will be very dangerous, but I'm sure you'll be just fine.
But don't worry, I'll be keeping an ear out for Mom.
Please do. I don't know where she's gotten off to.
And make sure you take care of all of us here at the palace.
Oh, I will. I mean, honestly, these days it's been kind of fun. We get to, see some pretty cool technology.
Yeah, what are you making?
Looks around. We're working on some new farming equipment.
Sounds cool.
It should do all the work of oxen, but doesn't need the oxen.
So you can just eat the oxen then.
It would be Ali oxen
Well,
free.
we figured that this would be beneficial and we wouldn't have to use the oxen to do all the labor. It's better for them.
I heard they were unionizing anyway.
What?
Haven't you ever spoken to an oxen?
No?
It's like a little spell or something.
Nope, never did.
I don't think you've talked to an ox. Other than me.
Yeah, I have talked to you as an ox. So.
Yeah.
So-
And I think I did say I'm
No,
unionizing.
didn't we run into ox at Unchanged Island?
Yeah, they were the ones carrying the carts.
Yeah, we talked to them.
For Berkellians.
And obviously they talked about unionizing.
Given our campaign? Yeah, probably.
Well, that's really cool.
Yeah, I'm hoping that it should really help a lot of people out. Making farming easier, producing more food. It should be good. And, we're getting to make all sorts of new things, and they're helping us figure out a little bit more about maybe where we came from.
Oh? Have you learned anything?
Well, they're keeping it pretty quiet, but Orat Malls have a different type of energy than exists in the material plane. They don't come from here.
Where do they think they come from?
They don't know. They've never seen this type of energy before.
Interesting. Well, keep me posted on anything you learn, of course.
I'll do my best. It's...
Pretty hush-hush around here.
yeah.
It is hard to be hush-hush with such thin walls.
Especially when I'm so loud.
Yeah, it really is.
Could you hear me from like all the way down here?
Yes.
What was I talking about?
The last
Boy.
thing I heard you talking about was precogs.
Have
Whatever
you
those
seen
are.
them?
No.
They thanked us, though.
Yes. Obviously on the cake that we can't actually think about what's on there, so we know they're real.
All right. Anything else you want to say to your family before you?
I'll give my dad a hug and tell him to give my love to my brother and my good brother.
All right.
And to be safe.
We'll do our best. I'm sure your brothers will appreciate it. They're both in the labs today.
Well, I don't know what lab, like dogs?
No, they're working in the Fervent Institute.
Oh, the laboratory. Oh.
Yeah, yeah. They've really got a knack for engineering.
Oh, really? I mean, they've always broke things apart.
Well, it turns out they're pretty good at math.
What's that like?
I don't know.
Let's take after Mom.
Yeah. She was always better at math than I was. That's why she designed the house.
I don't remember seeing any numbers in that house.
I mean,
Did she not have a clock?
she laid out the floor plans for it and knew how to build it. I don't have a clue what I'm doing with that.
But you taught me how to cook.
Yeah, I'm pretty good in the kitchen. That's mostly what I do around here.
Isn't cooking just numbers you can eat?
Oh, you cook here? I thought that you
Oh,
had
the alphabet.
meals delivered to you, the things that you wanted without even saying them.
Not over here.
They don't let the staff into their secret. The changeling's presence here is supposed to be kept secret.
Oh, even from the precogs.
Yeah.
Definitely can't let them know.
They're blabbermouths. All right. Well, I love you. Be safe.
Love you too.
I'll try and write.
I mean, you know how to write.
Yeah.
Yes, you've done it an awful lot.
Oh, you meant like send letters.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. That makes sense now.
Bye, Dad.
What? I'm allowed a little dad humor.
All right, you got it.
I thought that was very funny.
Yes.
Yes.
We leave forever.
All right. You give him one last hug.
And we head to the meeting point.
The meeting point you were instructed to travel to is down on the river, near the docks that you came in at. And in fact, you find yourself on a riverboat,
Again.
pretty similar to the one that you came in on.
But it's not the same one.
No.
What's the name of this one?
This one is the Sweet Lady.
Does this one have a gift shop too?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it manned by the same person?
No, different person. You don't recognize any of the staff here.
I get a tote bag.
It costs you 3 copper.
How much for a snow globe?
5 copper.
Oh, well, I just look at it, look at the price, make a sour face, and put it back.
All right. There's a person that comes up to you.
Is it Soloff?
Meet on the lower decks. Room 5. And then walks away.
I trust this person. Let's go.
To go.
So, after being on the ship for a little bit, it starts to move, picks up good speed, makes its way quickly out of the city. And you are boating your way up the river. You meet down in room 5 on the assigned deck. And there's a number of people here. You see Soloth and Prao. They wave back. You see several people that you don't recognize. One of them is the person who did talk to you earlier. And you also see 6 dragonkin in multicolored uniforms. You had seen them before.
The ones in all the different primary colors?
Yes. The gentleman that spoke with you and instructed you to come down here speaks up. In a matter of moments, a portal will open. You will all cross through the threshold to the other side, and you will find yourselves in Costeria. The portal will only remain open for 1 minute, so you must move quickly. When you get to Costeria, your cover story is that you are operating within the Fervent Wilds, and you are now making your way towards Zizitstan at the request of the Free States of Kormazan. Starts handing out papers to everyone. Should anyone question, should you need to provide any evidence, these are documents that we have fabricated with the assistance of several individuals within the Company of Blades. Costerian officials have no knowledge of this operation. We have reason to suspect that there are compromising elements within the Costerian government. You are instructed not to reveal the nature of your mission to anyone along this trip. Preal is the mission leader. He has been briefed on where you will be going and the best path to get there. On the other side of this teleport, there will be a gentleman named Phobel. He's a halfling male and will see to your transportation through Costeria. He is the only person within the country that knows the nature of your journey. Your individual covers have already been assigned to you. You each have your own missions. You are not to discuss it with each other. That is for your protection and for the other parties. We certainly encourage you to spend time, get to know one another. Just talk nothing of the missions that you are each assigned. The Glendringan government thanks you deeply for helping secure our interests abroad and keep peace with our neighbors. As you all know, we have reason to believe that nefarious actors are engaging in these activities centered around the Free States of Kormazan. Please get to the bottom of this. You have your targets for investigation and who you'll be reporting to. There is no emergency escape plan for this. We will deny
go back to our house.
any involvement should you be captured. We will not speak on your behalf.
Not getting out is a good specialty for Hoenn.
Yes.
This is an incredibly dangerous mission, as I'm sure you already know. Please treat it as such. You are all incredibly skilled individuals. and it would be a shame to lose any of you. Do you have any final questions before you depart? Yes.
What do you think happened to Fervent?
That's classified.
So you know.
In 10 seconds, the portal will open. Please step through quickly. He walks to the door to this room. 10, 9,
Let's get in line first.
8, 7,
We get in line first.
6,
Well, someone's ahead of us.
We get in line first.
3, 2, 1. A portal opens in front of you. It's this sort of obscured vision of a plain of meadows on the other side. And it looks almost like quicksilver has been dripped over everything. Do you step through?
Sure, why not?
Yep, we only have a minute and everybody has to squeeze through somehow. So
All
we
right.
I'll be
get-
the first ones through.
Yeah.
All of you make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, wow.
They said it was going to be rough.
Oh. 19.
Okay. 9s.
11.
Soria.
22.
Oh.
Do badgers have a different constitution?
Yes, but given the nature of your biology as a vanishing badger, you actually find this slightly less disturbing than the others will.
Well, I'm so low to the ground.
Well, you're weirdly familiar with being able to sort of warp reality around you by inherently being able to vanish.
Also, I'm used to just teleporting with my cape,
So you're more familiar with this sensation.
which is why I rolled worse than everyone else.
On the other side, it is incredibly disorienting, and you do all feel momentarily ill. But everyone manages to keep down their breakfast.
Which is good. We had a big one.
It was, yeah. It was a very good breakfast.
So many.
Volodymyr
30s.
does utter one large belch.
Hey, keep it in!
Excuse me, brother, that was upsetting. Everyone makes it through to the other side, where indeed a halfling male stands waiting with a floating carriage.
Wait, the dragonkin, the ones in the primary colors.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have helmets on?
No.
No. Okay.
No, they don't. At least not right now.
Okay.
You do happen to know, because you've seen them, they do have helmets, but they don't have them on right now. You wind up on the other side, and Phobil greets you, saying, "Well, this house should be interesting." And that's where we'll end today.
We're interested.
For the first time, you find yourselves in Costeria, and you've been warned that this might actually get hairy.
I'm very hairy right now.
Actually, you're less hairy than you usually are.
Well, that's
But
just
they
because there's just
told us-
less volume.
They told us that they wouldn't. Oh, it was just the Agmar Nodal wouldn't bother us in Costeria.
You mean the Tashiranoon?
Yeah, that.
Neither one will
Tashir-
bother
The
us.
The two
Tashiranoon.
worst
That the
things.
Tashiranoon wouldn't bother us, but we weren't told that somebody else wouldn't bother us.
And when we get to the Free States, it might get real bad.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all for sticking with
Thank
us. I hope you enjoyed that episode. Soria, I hope that by the next time we record, which, if your voice is still scratchy, I'll just hand it out to the viewers right now. It's because the next time we're recording is just going to be 2 days from now. So it won't be quite as long as our usual once a week. Thanks for staying with us, everyone. Now, we hope you're all doing good out there. Stay safe. We love you.